Day 24. It's the end of the day today. I had a very surreal day. I was working on a book today, and I just started writing, and just totally didn't want to write. like, I was just sitting there like, ugh, I hate this. I hate writing. I like speaking. And even when I'm speaking, I don't want to do it for something. In fact, just telling you that was a breakthrough. Like, just when you're doing something for a book, for other people, because there's a deadline or something like that, immediately it can take from you expressing because you want to express. And I really realized there was a dialogue between my ego and my heart. And my ego was saying, I don't want to do this. And the reason my ego doesn't want to do it is writing a book isn't something that it usually does. So I'm entering unknown territory. And your ego is scared to do anything that it's not done before, that's new to it, that's unknown territory. Your ego has trained itself to think anything unknown is danger, anything it hasn't seen before. And your ego has wired your nervous system to do only what it's seen so far and proven itself to be safe. So when I started writing, my ego goes, well, this isn't performing. You like performing live. You like speaking in front of a camera. You like talking to an audience. And I just felt stuck. And in that stuckness, I just started writing about it. I wrote out this dialogue between my ego and my heart, and it started becoming so funny. And it was so weird because it was so easy. In other words, what I thought I had to do was so much more work than what I was doing. And I just started writing like I was in a diary, and I just started talking about my heart's feelings and my pains. And I noticed how fascinating what I was writing was. But it's not something I could have come up with here. It's not something that my mind could come up with. It's not something that I could strategize. All I can do is just talk about the pain that I'm in and put that into my writing. And it was fascinating because the next thing I knew, it was an hour later, and I had this really cool concept. And it was really funny, and it was really weird, and it was really deep. And I noticed that when I look at it, like I felt, when I read it, like I really felt the edge of my heart in that, but I was also laughing, and when it was done, you almost wanted to cry. And it's so weird because when you are expressing yourself and you're trying to do anything, when you're doing something creative and you try, it really can screw things up. But if you just do something creative and you allow, it's amazing. But when you go, I gotta draw something, I gotta write a good song, I gotta meditate, you add this egoic effort in the way of this incredible expression that's always trying to come through you. I've trained myself that I'm safe when I make videos like this, so I'm already out of the way. I have no idea what I'm going to say every time I start making these videos, and I have no idea what's going to come through. And because of that, every day I can sit in front of this camera and just start talking. And as I talk, I start to discover what I needed to hear as I talk. As I've said before, these videos are really for me because I get to kind of journalize my thoughts and my revelations, but I come from a place of a knowing the whole time that every painful thing is an illusion. It's transitory. It's fear that is going to be gone in a minute. So sometimes when we create, we feel like we're really, really stuck. Sometimes we're going, I want to write something, but I'm so stuck. And we make this illusion of when we feel the stuckness of thinking that that stuckness is going to be how we'll always be when we try to do this. And it's not true. That stuckness leaves when you keep staying with it. But sometimes you have to stay with it so hard, and sometimes it can be just grueling and you don't want to do it anymore. And really the test of your power is just, do you choose? I don't mean can you. Do you choose to just stay with it? Because sometimes when it feels like a wall and then we stop and go to Starbucks, we immediately acknowledge that the wall is more powerful than we are. But if you can be writing and typing or singing or whatever, and you feel that wall and you go, I feel the wall, I'm going to bring it into what I'm creating. I'm going to comment on it. I'm going to sing about this pain. I'm going to be in this edge. Immediately it becomes a part of you, and you exercise more of your depth, more of your darkness, more of your pain, and you suddenly create from a deeper place. The greatest musicians, the greatest speakers, the greatest comics in the world are coming from a deep place of pain. And if you're in a lot of pain and you try to create some fake content that's just coming from here, you're going to bury that pain more and be phonier and phonier, and just it'll be a total lie. But if you take that pain, all the pain that you feel, and you write about it, you incorporate it, you bring this pain in to your life, all of a sudden you expand beyond the pain, and you realize you're the space that that pain was in, not the pain. So when you feel the pain, if you walk away from it, you just acknowledge the pain that you created is bigger than you. But if you stay with it, you prove to yourself you're bigger than the pain, and that immediately makes the pain go away because you've proven to yourself it's an illusion. So that was my day today, writing a book, facing the pain, and bringing it into the book. And it was so cool. So I'm doing a lot more tomorrow. So I plan to shave here tomorrow too, because I don't like that Santa Claus under thing. I like it when it's nice and trim. Yeah. And maybe I'll move the ironing board too. All right.